I know I shouldn't be driving and making a video. That's probably why I'm not going to look at you, why I make this video, but it's been a couple days, so we're going to make one. As you guys know, I live in Colorado, and in my neighborhood there is a, it's technically a human service building, but like it's such an old building that you feel like there might be something behind it. And I can remember back when I was in school, like the myth behind this magical building. Let me explain. This is not just one building. This is multiple buildings, and they look like ginormous, like houses. And so the theory, or at least the rumor was when we were kids, is that women who were getting out of like bad relationships came to live here. But the crazy part is like you never saw anybody, you never saw any cars. Like it looks like a wasteland. Like it looks like no one's here. It looks like a ghost town, and it just so happens that it's like right next to a ginormous cemetery. And I'm telling you, it's so weird. And the rumors that went around when we were children about this place, and then there's also a lake over in my neighborhood. That, man, the lake that's over in our neighborhood is obviously a man-made lake. And as kids, we were always told that there are just a bunch of old cars at the bottom of that lake, and there might be bodies at the bottom of that lake. I can remember hearing that story multiple times a year as kids. And so it's always been, there's like a little tiny island in the middle of this lake. I know, fucking crazy. But yeah, being that we have, I don't know. So I drive by this abandoned, not even abandoned. I don't know if it's abandoned or not because there's never any cars outside of it. But this human resources center, buildings and all that. And it's the same as like when we were kids. No new construction has ever went on. Like, it's weird to me that like no new constructions went on. Like you never see any cars. As I said, cars do not exist over there. I don't know. And then like when you drive by it, you get this like very eerie feeling. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys have been. I can't out myself because I live super close to this, and I don't want people to know where me and my family exactly live. But if you've ever heard this story and you live in Colorado, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. It's right next to a very famous private school. And it's just such a weird community over there because you have like houses that were built in like the early 1900s. Then you have this private school that's a prestige private school. Like it's one of the nicest ones in Colorado. And then you have like this graveyard that's across the street from that. And then this ginormous property that they call human resources. Which, I don't know, man. It's such a weird environment. And then there's a rich neighborhood right next to the private school. So it's just weird dynamics over there. Let me know if you know where I'm talking about, because it's crazy. You know what I mean if you know what I know. Anyway, I just drove by that this morning, and so I thought I'd jump on and tell the story, because I don't know why it popped into my head today, but I was like, man, I forget about the crazy... If they are rumors about this property, or what if it's fact? What if there are just women living in these buildings that, you know, came out of a shitty situation? Like, it would make sense that they're not outside because they couldn't be seen, or else whoever they got out of the, you know, whoever they got out of the relationship with could spot them. So it's understandable why they wouldn't be outside. And, I don't know. They're just super old buildings. And so, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to do some research on it. That just popped into my head for the first time in 1,000 years. So I thought I'd share my story. Gas is finally somewhat down. Obviously, we live in fucking democratic Colorado, so we get high prices over here. Well, I mean, I think I filled up yesterday for $3.19 a gallon, which isn't crazy bad. I mean, fuck. Let's hope that Donald Trump gets elected so we can get low gas prices, inflation can go down, and America can be great again. We've never had a better time than when he did his serve, but no one saw that, so we had to elect this fucking 1,000-year-old man, and now his vice principal. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call her, as a vice principal, because she's not. I don't think she's done enough to be considered a vice president. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to vote for her, I mean, you're doing the wrong thing, but who am I to tell you who to vote for? I mean, if you want to vote the wrong way, that's up to you, man. That's the best part about America, is you can vote wrong if you want. There's only one right way to vote, and that's obviously not for fucking her. So, I hope you guys have a great morning. I ain't gonna get on politics. If you want to sit there and watch CNN and NBC and all the left-wing people, instead of fucking sourcing out your news from independent people, you would find out that there's only one great answer in this whole situation, and it's obviously fucking him. So I hope you all have a fucking fantastic morning. I'm on my way to work right now, and yeah, it's beautiful outside. It's like 53 degrees outside. I'm reading that book, A Salt Fix, by Dr. James D. I think it's Nicolin. I think it's Nicolin. I'm probably going to butcher that. But yeah, dudes, on my way to work. So I hope you guys have a great morning. And yeah, bitch.